You know what, folks? Every once in a while, I say some crazy stuff. I say some of the most ludicrous things, and you all think I'm crazy. I said it was the PC. None of you believed me. I had my doubters. I had those that came out saying it was still a console, and after the latest Kepler leak, people continue to say it's a console. But you know what? I was going to make a video on that Kepler video, but you know what? Sarah Bond beat me to it. And it turns out that things are pretty much exactly how I said they were going to be for pretty much almost well over a year now, actually. I've been saying this for a long time, but don't let other people take the credit away from me. People are going to come out now saying that they've got the world exclusive or they claim this. Just remember where you heard it first. I've been saying what it's going to be for a long time. And now we're going to be listening to exactly what Sarah Bond has to say in this 1-minute video. But let's just see what Jason Ronald says. Excited to continue our long-term partnership with AMD on the next generation of Xbox consoles. Advancing the state-of-the-art silicon, rendering AI and immersive gameplay experiences, all while maintaining compatibility with your Xbox library. Now, this is exactly what I said. It's basically going to be a PC that can run your Xbox library. It's going to run it either in some form of sandbox, or it's going to run it in some form of environment, game mode, whatever it is that they're going to do. Even if they have to wrap those games around that aren't working to work on a form of Xbox emulator, that is exactly what's going to happen. Now, the wizards over at Microsoft will do what they need to do in order to get it to work. But I can tell you that this is what I've been talking about all this time. And despite the naysayers coming out and saying that I was talking completely and utterly spaghetti bolognese, well, at least you can see right now, the yoke's on them. Because once again, the chaos is always right. Now you've got this as well over here. You know, you've got Hip Hop Gamer. Tell you something powerful right now. I've used some of the tech that's coming. Partners at AMD is doing right, and that will shape the identity of Xbox. We've been saying this for a while. Starting holiday 2025, the game will truly begin, but in 2026, the game industry will raise a bar. This is indicating that the next Xbox is going to release at 2026. Who was saying this for over a year now? Wait, could it be me? No, come on. It couldn't be me. Come on. I couldn't have been the one that was saying, and you know, you had the other really big influencers saying that it was 2027. It couldn't be me that was saying 2026. But, you know, let's continue. What Xbox is about to do with the PlayStation platform is also insane. That's basically meaning that PlayStation is going to work on Xbox, whether they like it or not, because it's going to be running Windows. The rules have been broken and Microsoft has rewritten them. Essentially, which is what I've been saying for so long, Microsoft is going to create a console that is not upgradable. It's a basic box like you have right now, but underneath all that stuff is basically a PC running System 32, yada yada yada. And it's going to have an OS in there that is watered down, that will basically be an Xbox dashboard. And everything that you know, despite the fact that it is a PC, will basically be an Xbox console. You as a consumer will not see anything different. Now, as you can see here from the official Xbox tweet announcing that we're building the next generation of Xbox first-party devices and cloud, including our future Xbox consoles, together with at AMD. Next-level performance, cutting-edge graphics, breakthrough gameplay, and unmatched compatibility. Stay tuned for what's next. So let's check out this video and see exactly what's being said here, and let's break it down, because that is the key factor here. Alright.
At Xbox, our vision is for you to play the games you want with the people you want, anywhere you want. That's why we're investing in our next generation hardware lineup across console, handheld, PC, cloud, and accessories. I am thrilled to share we've established a strategic multi-year partnership with AMD to co-engineer silicon across a portfolio of devices, including our next generation Xbox consoles, in your living room and in your hands.
As you heard, she said console, so that's definitely what it's really important to get that. So this isn't going to be a PC that you can upgrade. A console is generally something that you don't upgrade. It's built for purpose.
Together with AMD, we are advancing the state of art in gaming silicon to deliver the next generation of graphics innovation, to unlock a deeper level of visual quality, and immersive gameplay and player experiences enhanced with the power of AI, all while maintaining compatibility with your existing library of Xbox games. This is all about
all while maintaining the compatibility with your existing Xbox library. So this is basically telling you that all of your library that you've got existing, and I assume they're going to add more over time, is going to remain compatible. Backwards compatibility is going to be a thing and is going to be maintained. And Jez Corden did actually make an article about this not that long ago, saying that they are doing this at a hardware level and not a software level. Not sure how true that is, but it kind of does make sense if they're going down this route.
building you a gaming platform that's always with you, so you can play the games you want across devices anywhere you want, delivering you an Xbox experience not locked to a single store or tied to one device.
Not locked to a single store. That's clearly telling you right there that you're going to have your Steam, Epic, GOG, and all of them. Well, potentially anyway. But at the very least, Steam and Epic is going to be there, I would say. Obviously, you're going to have Battle.net and stuff like that. This is basically telling you that what I've been saying is coming true. And those that were saying that I wasn't really on point, or I might have been wrong, or whatever. But it does seem like the next Xbox is going to be powered by a Windows 11. And this is really good news, because currently on PCs right now, you have Windows 11. That means that your experience, which is what I was saying made sense with the Xbox Ally, right? The Xbox new handheld, because of the way that it was actually marketed and pushed out. It made sense for the next Xbox to be this. Now, the question is the next Xbox landing in 2026 like I originally predicted, or is Microsoft going to release an update that allows you to actually partition your hard drive and have this new OS put onto your current Xbox? Or better yet, are they going to actually do it all in one go? Are they, as of 2026, going to replace your dashboard entirely, where your Xbox games will work as they are right now, but instead of waiting for next gen to give you the other stores, maybe they're going to start giving that stuff to you now, which would mean that games like Spider-Man, The Last of Us, would no longer be restricted off your platform, because Steam would be running off your system under Windows 11. Don't forget that the Series X currently runs on Windows 10. So it will be getting a massive strategic update from Windows 10 to Windows 11 in order for this to happen. Now, that is obviously a really big stretch from my end, but if something like that were to happen, then the next generation Xbox would probably push to 2027 while they iron out the kinks on the current console. But this is a next generational leap, a massive leap that Sarah Bond was talking about. This fits hand in hand, and with the Asus, Xbox LIX releasing, this kind of completes the holy trinity. You've got your handheld, you've got your console, you've got your PC. No matter where you play your games, the user interface is the same. No confusion, no anything. Start, stop, start, stop. Pick up and drop. That's all there is to it, and you can play your games how you want, where you want, all under one ecosystem without having to go through different menu interfaces. That is the dream that Microsoft has been creating, and it looks like it's about to come true.
That's why we're working closely with the Windows team to ensure that Windows is the #1 platform for gaming.
And there you go. That right there confirms that the next Xbox is running on Windows. Just like I've been saying. That's it. Done. That pretty much 100% confirms it. That they want Windows to be the best gaming platform. And so it makes sense that they are building this OS layer on top of Windows that runs a watered down version of Windows, freeing up valuable resources in RAM in order for you to be able to run Windows and get that experience. But I fully expect you to be able to kind of jump into full fat Windows as well, just like you can with the Steam OS, where you can jump into the desktop. This is really cool stuff. This is really interesting stuff. And if you remember not that long ago, well, actually, it's been quite a while now, but I actually made a video talking about the fact that Microsoft should just release a script that installs Windows on your Xbox, and this would solve everything for them. And guess what? It looks like they're doing this. Anyway, let's continue.
The next generation of Xbox is coming to life, and this is just the beginning. We can't wait to show you what's next.
And that's it. That's the clip, and I'm super excited for what they're going to show. There's now talks about a Xbox Direct, hardware Direct that's going to land, that's going to explain more of this going on. If that does happen, we will be there day one with it, streaming it, talking about it, covering it. This is big news, but ultimately it's exactly what I thought was going to happen. It made perfect business sense as to why this would happen, and yeah, this has blown everything wide open. The future, this has made Xbox's future completely bright. No matter what they do, they'll be getting every game now because of their openness to other ecosystems. They don't have to go and pay other companies now in order to get those games onto their platform. What this means for Game Pass is still going to be interesting with those strategic partnerships. I think there'll still be a case there where they still continue to do that, but they don't have to go and chase after the niche games like the Yees and the Trails, you know, games and stuff like that. They will just natively be able to run on your hardware because of Windows 11. That's the key to this. You'll be getting more games, more options, and more, you know, availability. In fact, you'll be able to play the one game that, you know, PlayStation users have been thriving for quite some time. I wonder if they will actually, you know, finally get Half-Life Alyx working on the Xbox, because it is Windows. If they can get the Oculus, you know, the Meta Quest working on there, and they do have a good relationship with Meta, especially with the Xbox app being on there and it working extremely well, that could actually pair up with your Xbox. Remember, I've been talking about this for a long time, that this was the way that if I saw Microsoft going, this is what they would do. And then you can get those VR games working on your Xbox. Niche as VR may be, a lot of people have the Meta Quest. They don't have to go and buy new hardware. They can connect that to their Xbox. Boom, off you go. Really cool stuff. And if you really want to get into VR and you don't have a Meta Quest, they're pretty cheap, way cheaper than the PSVR 2. And they're standalone as well, so you don't really have to use them directly with your console. You get the best of both worlds. But this is really cool stuff, right? This is really interesting. I'm super excited, as you can see. But what can I say, folks? When I'm right, I'm right. And considering I am right on this occasion, I said it was going to be a Windows-based machine. It was going to be an unupgradable console. It was going to have the same OS unified. What a night for me to take off, and all the news breaks loose. But you know what? That at least deserves a like and a sub, right? And maybe even a comment to share your thoughts. But best of all, hit that bell, because you don't want to be missing any more videos. Right, folks, that's it. Feel free to join my Discord where we'll continue this conversation. I will be back on Thursday. I had to take today off because I didn't finish work until like 7:30. So there was just no way for me to jump on stream. But man, this is phenomenal. Awesome stuff. Right, I'll see you in the next video. Peace out, where we talk about Marathon. Remain legend.